Hey there guys, it's Metro and we are back. Right side happened before the stream, but we will replay it.
Glad you are streaming today. For a second there, I thought I was gonna have to get stuff done around the house for the third day in a row. Phew.
I really appreciate that, man. Glad to see you, buddy. How you doing? I saw the key you sent me this morning. I'll take a look at it this weekend, hopefully. Haran as well. What's up, buddy? Welcome. How's everybody doing today? It's been a while since I've played World of Warcraft, but I'm back. And hopefully something good will happen. I don't know at this point. What is it? Tyrannical week now again? No, it's fortified, right? I don't even. Today's like Thursday. I don't even know what day it is. Thursday, I think. Not too bad doing the insane grind. Sweet, man. Oh, yeah, the actual insane. Gotcha. Let's see that vault. Yeah, I only got one thing for it, but we'll see what happens. I don't even know what week it is. Afflicted Raging. Oh, okay. That's not a bad week, I don't think, for tanking at least. Cheer gloves. Do we have that? Yeah, we have that already. So that's useless. 2 more of these, but you can't really use 2. So how many do I think I still have some in my inventory. I now have 4. Yeah, what can you do with 4?
The widest selection.
Not a thing.
Anywhere.
Chest of gold. Might as well take it. I'll just wait, I guess. Looks like the season's gonna be quite long. They announced when the patch was coming out. It's not for a long time, so I don't think the patch comes out until what, like, it's like down here somewhere, right? It's pretty long. Yeah, are you sticking with the Icebane if set for the foreseeable future? Yeah, this is a transmog I've wanted for like a really long time, so I don't actually even remember when they said it, honestly, but I know it's not for a while. It's like another month or 2, or it's like a month and a half. What's up, Craig? How you doing, buddy? This week seems easy on paper. It's September. Oh, it's September 5th. Oh, okay, forget then. Well, it's still like a full month away, yeah. That's not that long then. Anyway, this week seems easy on paper, and in a decent group it is, but the quality of player has significantly decreased over the weeks, at least in the range I'm playing at. Oh, really? Alright, let's see. What do we need? We still need 24 freehold and halls, so let's see if we can find those. None. Is that starting a new season? No. So nothing there. Alright. 0 keys listed. And Sniltharian's Lair, which we don't need. Yeah, so unfortunately I don't really know what's gonna come in the, like, especially this next full week. I might make a video out about it, but I'm like actually considering playing Classic now. Just sign up. We'll see. Guess I should probably look for. And yeah, we'll see. Just because it's something that's like low stress and I don't have to think too hard to play it. But we'll see. I have no idea, honestly. Can't wait for Pugs to spam ping. Oh yeah, that's coming in the patch, right? Yeah. The ping system. I don't see what the purpose of having that in WoW is, but we'll see. Wrath or vanilla? I like hardcore or whatever. We'll see. If not, I think it's gonna be a new Death Knight. Like I might just like switch to that for every stream that I do for the foreseeable future, because there's so few keys listed anymore. Like currently 0 keys I need, right? We wiped out multiple groups and not clearing the mushrooms on Underrot. Yeah, that's common. That's what I've been saying. That boss is the hardest boss in there. It seems like the nerf to the God Comp killed key listing even more. Maybe they should have just left it alone. Right, yeah, I made a video on that last week, but I don't think you can just leave it alone, but you're right, it probably did just kill a lot of people's interest. I think, yeah, hardcore, that shit comes out next week, so. Originally, I was supposed to be traveling. Like, I don't actually know when it comes out. I don't know if they've said, but usually I don't think it comes out until late. So I have no, I don't, I'm just trying to find something. But yeah, we'll see. If I can stream, I don't know when the next stream is going to be at this point. But if I am able to stream, I'll probably just stop playing this character at this point and just just start a new Death Knight, because it'll be easier to have fun, I think, honestly, on the whole fresh character thing, especially a new Death Knight. I've been wanting to do that for a while. I guess we can do Nax again, yeah. We need to do it. I have to go on that character and make another couple purchases, get some patterns. Have you considered playing DPS as a fresh DK? No, absolutely not. Definitely won't be playing anything but tanking anytime soon, I don't think. I enjoyed the foray into healing, but yeah, it just wasn't great. I didn't see you swap to your 420 DK. 420, what do you mean? Hashtag blades it. Your eye level? Oh, because I had the ring on. Yeah. Yeah, I see. Put the ring on to port here. I forgot you had a pally healer. Yeah, I did it this last week, and it was quite enjoyable to play, but healing is just not as fun as tanking. I was just going to ask about the Holy Pally, about what was your favorite healing spec aside from Blood Decay? Holy Pally, yeah, definitely. Holy Pally is really fun, and it's quite strong right now. If you guys didn't see the streams, I did multiple 20s in time last time we did it. So that was cool. Yeah, I think this will probably be the last stream on this character for the season. We'll see. Are you going to keep it up? Nah, that's probably it for that character. Didn't seem like many people were interested in watching me play it, and it wasn't fun enough to do regardless of that. But I definitely want to do a fresh Death Knight. I think that'll be fun. So we'll see what happens over the next week. A lot up in the air right now, but I might give some classic hardcore a try there for a few days. See how that plays. What do you think about the holy nerfs? I made a whole video on those changes last week if you want to check it out. I was mainly a healer for Mythic Plus. Gotcha. That music's pretty intense. What is that music? Don't think I've heard that one. Alright, let's go do a Nax clear while we wait for keys to exist. Guess it's just too early still. Freehold 24, we need that one. These stuff's still sold, so it took a while, but it did eventually all sell. So we can do a full clear again. Just hit 6K Venture Company Goblin kills. Venture Company. Is that how you get the rep now? Do you mean Booty Bay guys?
Which one shall I?
Someone say booty? Yeah, I said it, yeah. I left the first season of Dragonflight, could not get myself to play. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's definitely the best expansion in terms of gameplay yeah, I would say they've ever done. Like, it's very well orchestrated, and the content pacing is certainly something to behold. For the insane, I think you need to be hostile to everyone. No, you need to be hostile. You need to be exalted with the Blackwater Cartel or whatever it's called. So in order to do that, you have to become hated with Booty Bay. blood cartel. I don't even remember what these names of these things are, but. Let's see. Hopefully we can get all these in one area. Kind of difficult, but yeah, here we go. We're on the way. Try to minimize the amount of times we need to press the loop button. We'll try to clear out part of it. We'll give this like, I don't know. I don't really want to do keys I don't need, but I don't want to sit here for an hour either and not do keys.
The greatest glory is to die in the master's service.
Are you Night Elf or Nightborn? Yeah, I'm Night Elf, yeah.
Kneel before me, will avenge me.
I used to grief people at Lights Hope Chapel, so I'm hated by Arden Dawn, and that's problematic. Oh, really? Yeah, you can't say your heart there. I didn't even know you can get negative rep with that. What is that, Arden Dawn? That's from Wrath, isn't it? Oh no, that's Ardent Crusade or something like that. Tolo, what's up? Welcome. Also, Scarlet RP. Gotta hate the Arden Dawn. Yeah, that's right. Ardent Crusade is Wrath. Sorry, I haven't played retail in a while. Is Shadow Meld still a feigned death? Yep. Wrath of Bolvar. That'd be a cool title if you got hated with Bolvar or something. Or maybe if you were, yeah, I don't know. Cool title. Getting plenty of scraps, which we need. Jesus, did you see that Neo Stormwind video yet? Nope. Most of the vanilla reps you can set at war with, although the PvP combat you can make friendly people hostile and lose rep that way. Might be possible to get hated with Valdrakken by doing that. Oh, really? I remember that happened to me on, I can't remember, was it the Monk? One of the characters I played a lot during MOP, I got like really low rep with the August Celestials or whatever, because we were constantly killing people in the like city of the Timeless Isle, and that would spawn guards, and I didn't realize like killing the guards was giving me negative rep. So it's like fucking like 6 months of doing that, and then I looked at the rep and it was like hostile or some shit. Just did a key with a disband where the evoker pulled a pack too much, wiping us. Gotcha. Make sure you guys are recording your runs. I wish they made Bolvar's voice scarier in Shadowlands. Sometimes I think it's only not a good Lich King voice because I heard it so much last expansion. Scarier, like what would they do with it? Like Batman or something? Make them all raspy and dark. Bolvar is an interesting character, but I don't think he's an interesting Lich King. I feel like they almost just have him still as the Lich King because they're like, well, we don't really care to change that. He's not doing anything compelling in that role. I got it on my YouTube front page and didn't think much of it, but holy shit, that is some high quality. Gotcha. It's kind of like Scourge. It's really kind of the Scourge to be so chill and not taking over the planet without a Lich King. Yeah. I want Christian Bale performance, not gonna lie. Too much to ask, maybe. Yeah, I think that's too much. The fuck, stun. Is he even still Lich King? Oh, I guess not. I don't really know. I think he is. Just doesn't have like actual control over them anymore. I don't think they like needs to be a Lich King anymore. I guess is what's happening. Unsure. I think he's not Lich King. Just took lead of the Ebon Blade from Darien. Oh, okay. There's just no Lich King anymore. Is that how it works?
Patchwork will let you have it.
Well, he's still there when you go to make a DK. Yeah, I guess if the jailer was the reason that there was a Lich King in the first place, then yeah, there doesn't need to be one. BlizzCon can't come soon enough. I'm very excited to see what they do with the next expansion. There must always be a Lich King. Oh, that was because of the helmet, yeah. The Helm of Domination was what was required, and that's why Sylvanas broke it. Denathrius will fix it, maybe, yeah. Denathrius, cool character. Will we see him again? Probably not at this point. Unless they have some crazy twist coming. No, we have the Helm of Wills or whatever. What is that from? I don't remember that. Which key have you found the hardest from 24 to 25? I haven't done enough of them, honestly, to say. Freehold, I guess if I've not done 24 Freehold, but I would imagine that will be the hardest one out of all of them because it's the hardest hitting for Death Knight. They're staying put because the same Metro that sat the Cow All expansion will sit them. Crown of Wills, the Burger King crown that the helm got reforged into. Oh, yeah. What did we use that for? I don't remember. I don't really pay attention to the story. I don't know what the Neo Stormwind thing is, dude, but I'm not really. Not really. I mean, if you want to explain it to me, you can, I guess. But something to do with Anduin, like free him, I think. Oh, okay, yeah. Had something to do with Anduin, I remember that. That was in Zereth Mortis, right? Hey, Datmiran, what's up, buddy? Welcome. Your score, did you just hit 3K? Didn't you just hit 3K? Well, that was like 3 weeks ago now, but I did, and then we had like a huge push last 2 weeks, and now there's no keys again. So this is probably where, I mean, this is where it'll end unless today goes surprisingly good all of a sudden. Varian and Sarfang, free Anduin, I thought. Oh, really? Varian. Shadowlands never happened. I deleted it from my mind. Oh, no. I didn't. I love that blue D&D. The Arbiter has a crown. Oh, yeah. I just want some Lordaeron continuation. I think we'll see it next expansion like we've been talking about. Like, I think there's going to be a big reset in terms of story, and it's going to be, yeah, maybe even straight up like Lordaeron. Yeah, we might end up back in, I don't know how that would work, because then where would the undead go? But yeah, probably not. Ever use the pre-made group finder, the pre-made group filter add-on? No. I tried to use it, and I just hate the way it looks, so I stopped. I don't like the way it looks at all. Bring back Rexar. Who? Me? I don't think I have the power to do that, sorry. I found that the 23 to 25s are hard to pug for obvious reasons. Yeah, I mean, they're obviously difficult on their own, but the lack of keys is the real issue. Like, if I can just continue to do keys quickly, we'd still be able to get score, but there isn't really any keys listed anymore, so. Maybe living live above ground in a restored city. Undead continue to live in the Undercity. Yeah, I don't think so. Hey, Sarah, welcome. Send the undead to Ice Crown. The hub is just going to be a different continent. That'd be weird. You're alive, barely. How's it going, Faxi? What have you been up to? Reese Baldwin, what's up, buddy? Hope you're well. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. They recently made a UI change to make it 2 weeks ago. They recently made a UI change to it, maybe 2 weeks ago. Oh, the add-on? I guess I can have another look at it, but not really something I'm worried about right now. Okay, that's it for that quarter. Ultimate we need, no, that's 24 already. We needed Freehold and Halls of Atonement, or Halls of Infusion, or whatever it's called. So we'll finish next up, and then if we don't have a key by then, we'll just join whatever. I had an interesting day yesterday. Managed to deplete a 24 BH into a 20 in the space of an hour. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's probably happens a lot, honestly. The only reason it wouldn't happen a lot is because people just stop after 1 or 2, probably. Old Gogurt, what's up, buddy? Welcome. I think, like, if your average group from that 24 was able to just do the 23 with you, you'd probably have a lot more success, but, like, everybody bails, and then you're now stuck with worse players signing up. And then if you fail that key, then it's even worse player. Like, it just gets really snowballed from there. Anything good in your vault? No, I didn't have any. Oh, on my pally? I have no idea. I didn't even look at it. I'll probably just not even look at it. Oh, I finally got a cursed spine. That's weird. I guess I just, yeah, you can't use... Wait, what even is that? An intellect offhand? How did I get a transmog for it? I guess you can use that as a death knight. That's weird. Have a good stream, bro. Alright, see you later. Then you'll get me applying. Oh, you're a good player. You just had a bad lot. I appreciate that. I mean, I'm serious. Like, I wish more players were like you, that's for sure. Willing to actually try to improve and take criticism and improve from it. That's really the big difference between the mediocre players who think they're good and the good players who are actually good. They are actually trying to improve whenever they play the game instead of just assuming they're perfect as is and nothing can improve. Hey, Bynum, what's up, buddy? Welcome. And second inevitable defeat. Grim Toll. Yeah, so like people who have played this week and stuff, like, is the changes to the classes like changing what's in keys and stuff, or not really? I mean, obviously right now we still have the same fucking mages there, but that's a key we need. 2,700 player listening, sweet. Meta is still meta, yeah, that's what I figured. I stayed up too late last night to watch a Taylor Swift announcement. Oh, what was it? She's switching from Taylor Swift to Taylor Deft. Oh, my inventory is filled. Hasn't changed for me, but I have a lot of friends claiming the season is over and they've just stopped playing. Yeah, that makes sense. I barely see Ogvogers? Really? GRD, what's up, buddy? Welcome. There are some warrior DPS in the top keys done this week, but outside of them, that's it. Oh, okay. She announced 1898 Taylor's version. What does that mean? Taylor is breaking records and my heart. Yeah, she's a sex symbol. Very attractive young woman. Just kidding. Also seeing a lot more rep pallies. Yeah, well, rep probably got the biggest buff out of everything, it looks like, right?
Yo.
I need to pay attention because I still need the
Hurry back.
actual DK transmog. I never got it. For some reason, I guess I just never clicked on the items. So if you don't do that, you'll never get the transmog. Not a Swiftie, she is just that popular. Oh, wow. Everyone, like, hates her where I live. Like, legitimately, everybody, like, I don't know why, but I talked to, like, so many different people who just cannot stand her.
real.
She's basically taking all her music back and re-releasing her albums updated under her name instead of a record label. She doesn't own the rights to any of her own songs, and it's her way of getting them back. Why does the consumer care about that? Is there a reason? Her songs are too repetitive, IMO. Oh, really? She does own the rights to her songs, she just doesn't own the masters, so she's re-recording them. And is there, like, I don't know. What CD do you use when pulling? I'm getting destroyed. I don't know, I try to always use just like one major CD for every single pull. And now with like the way the talent system works, like that should be very easy. But obviously if you lost Purgatory, then that changes things substantially. You might need to be more proactive, but as long as you have Purgatory available, it's just pretty much just like one major CD and you should be fine. Because you got that backup plan. Pretty much like Vamp Blood and Rune Weapon, like if they are up, you use them at the start of the pull every time, and if for some reason both of them aren't up, then you're certainly in a lot worse situation. But you know, you obviously have Icebound or Lichborn up for, or you can even just, you know, get a Tombstone quick, you know, something like that, just to keep you going. Is there any reason to not take Purg for Fortified? Oh no, that's definitely the place you want to take it. If anywhere, you would probably not take it for Tyrannical, right? Is it hard to get the new transmogs? Depends if you want to spend a lot of money. I don't want to spend a lot of money, so yeah, it is hard, but it's not like it's difficult, it's just time consuming. I'll be hopefully doing, I did a bunch of like leveling challenges last week. A bunch of that, so we got a bunch of new episodes and stuff and all in there. So I just need to log on the character that I'm making this gear on this week and buy a bunch of patterns, and then maybe end up recording something on that, so we'll see. But yeah, no keys. Finish this up, and then if there's no keys after that, we'll just do whatever is listed. She doesn't own the rights to her songs at all, sadly. She owns the rights to any future songs recorded, so recording the songs make them a new song. Strong-handed ring? Was that like BIS item in Wrath or something? How high do you think you can push this character? This is pretty much it seems, because there's 0 keys listed that I can. This is the only key listed in the last 45 minutes or however long we've been here. So we pretty much hit the cap now, it seems, because of maybe the changes or what, but I don't know. If it was just me solo without other players and I could do any key I want, the sky's the limit. I think I could probably keep going, but unfortunately it's too limited, you know, how to get keys going, and nobody invites. Like, there's keys I need, but they don't invite, you know. My key's the wrong key, so even if I want to change it, I still have to go do another 24. And I'll be seeing Post Malone. I'm very excited. Oh, cool. Where is that? Is that like a big stadium or what? You're on early too. I just realized what time it is. What are you farming for? The knack, like all the new knack stuff. War-torn scraps, frozen runes, and corruptor scourgestone. Okay, we've been invited. I don't know if I guess I got hearth. It's a full group, right? Yeah, so just hearth. It's at a big stadium for Albuquerque. It's like a 20,000 or 12,000 person stadium. Oh, okay. I'd imagine people getting hit with a nerf bat several weeks in a row on popular classes would kill some motivation. Which was it several in a row? I'm not sure that happened, but certainly probably does demotivate people, yeah. So what do we have here? We got Resto Shaman, Rat Pally, Warlock, and Augmentation still, at least, so we'll see. Much different comp than we've been playing with. These guys are all terrible. I think I'm the top in the group by like 100 and some points. Valor's Gate 3 is out. A lot of people are playing that instead. Is it similar to WoW? I don't even know what it is. This guy is 2,700. This guy is 3K, 3.6, 3,060. I mean, this guy's 2,860. This will be a fun one. Stay tuned. And this guy's 3040. So yeah, I'm over 100 points higher than everybody else in the group, pretty much. It's more like Dragon Age Origins. Oh, okay. I keep getting groups on my Holy Pally where nobody else brings a Dispel. So I've been stuck actually healing afflicted. Oh, wow, that's not good. I mean, you should just not do the key, right? Like, just don't start the key unless everybody's ready. Keys have been non-existent this week. That's what it feels like, yeah. Although I'm just starting the week, but...
I have many lucky tools you like.
What is with people doing 20s or lower not using interrupts?
5, 4,
Not skilled players, I think, is
1.
the big thing. Priest are godsend this week for the fix. They can instantly do both. Yeah, no doubt. All right, we'll shake the rest up here. Poker skill is going to be really nice for survival, so I'll take it every time. I think honestly, your question about people not interrupting, the quickest answer is they don't have Plater. Because if you have the add-on Plater, it's basically like screaming at you to interrupt constantly, so I don't know how you would not try to interrupt, you know? Every like major cast is highlighted in some way, so... Shaman can be very good for the effects as well. Yeah, Poison Cleansing Totem, you're right. I just did Freehold. I ended at 135k overall with no externals. That's awesome, Grants. That's cool. I had a different experience when I installed Plater. Casts were smaller and gray. Oh. Well, either way, it's fully customizable. Not sure how we didn't die there. Warlock falling behind a bit on damage. Oh yeah. Well, was that the guy who died? Probably. That's not ideal. That guy just died with bop up. Imagine using nameplates. That was so funny. I thought you were legitimately not using nameplates for a bit there in that review. Probably about to die a third time. Yeah, the boss maybe kills him, we'll see. Oh, he's not even here. What the fuck took him so long? That was an interesting key in video, Brightside. It shows strong resolve to keep calm and carry on. I wouldn't say he kept calm, but he did carry on, and that's all that really matters. He's got another interesting hauls that he sent me this morning that we'll take a look at sometime in the future. Is that your first 21 in time, or anything special about that key, or? Hey Metro, currently, we were right about the paladin dying. Currently getting geared on Demon Hunter tank. Enjoying it as my second favorite tank next to Death Knight. Sweet. I was thinking about it. I think 10-2 may be the final raid. I think 10-2 will be the final season, yeah. What's going on with the red damage? She died. Again, I guess? I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. 50k, who knows? It's my second 21 in time. My first one was an Altharius in time. Okay. And the first one, this is the first Pug one, I guess. Yeah, so that's so cool. First time here, have you pretty much exclusively played tank? Sort of. I have a whole story on my origins with the game, and if you want to check it out, you can, but I was the Holy Pally main for like 12 years or something like that, and then I switched to Blood DK and Legion and have been Blood DK ever since. This Metro is busy. Maybe chat can help out. What do you mean I'm busy? When do I do the second dragon in VP? When do I skip it and do both assassins next to the first dragon? Yeah, you skip it every time is what I do. BlizzCon, I assume they'll announce a new expansion, but you can't announce that if another... Yeah, well, you can. They did it in Shadowlands, but I think you're right. I don't think there'll be a fourth season. Or if there'll probably be a fourth season, but not another raid. I'd skip the second dragon always. I agree, yeah. Only reason the red is there is for freedom. Let's see if he actually uses it. Why freedom? Skip it every time, and if you do the assassins with dragon, yeah, definitely don't do the assassins with dragon. Just pull both sets of assassins together into a pull of 4. Just like the pull of 4 later in the dungeon, you'd be right. Why is that guy's mana so low? Is that some new thing? I've never seen an evoker have mana concerns. Oh, we aggroed that, so that's bad.
Beware.
That's very bad, I would say. It was off healing. Oh yeah. Last week on Tyrannical we did second drag with 4 assassins and that was fun. Oh yeah. Jesus. Not a lot of space here. Should be good. I think you have the Shaman Ring off of CD. Oh yeah. You're right. This week someone pulled the second dragon with the entire group on the stairs by accident. That's because the fix that happened to me a few times. That was painful. So we'll just pull the trash in with the boss and less later, I guess. Unless he was trying the build where he is heals, just keep stunning myself. Where his heals extended Ebb and Might, but that's a very bad build. Oh, okay. Shaman hates to use Spirit Link, it seems. Yeah, I don't know. Is EU still down? Probably. Place is a joke. It's never up anymore. Less experienced healers oversave their cooldowns. Yep. Looks doable, does it? In general, it's very underutilized. Yeah. Why is the AUG doing that low of DPS? It's just a terrible spec, like I've been saying. Like, they do fucking 0 DPS. It's crazy. But somehow everybody's still playing him. Probably because Noxic is making guides on it, you know what I mean? Blizzard needs to buff them. Yeah, and they nerf them instead of buff them. It's crazy. Hogs getting carried, yep. Hogs are just nice guys. People like to take the keys. Yeah, maybe they're like streamer girlfriends kind of thing. They need to quadruple AUG damage, to be honest, if it has any chance of keeping up with the other DPS, yep. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't remember a season where they ever didn't release a raid with it. Season 4 of Shadowlands, yeah. They'll probably do that every expansion now, honestly. None of you know how AUG Evoker works. None of you know that I'm trolling. Well, actually, everybody but you knows that, but yeah. Okay, this is like, it's already fucking dead, so this ain't gonna work for long. Terrible list. Chokesign Robio, what's up, buddy? How you been?
3, 2, 1.
I knew it would bait someone. It's too easy. They do the worst DPS in the game. Like I said, Blizzard needs 1000% buff. Yeah, that would be a lot, but... On the bright side, Purgatory back up. What was the 3 boss raid in Legion? Legion? I don't know. Oh, you're talking about Trial of Valor or whatever? Yeah. Just asking for your Purgatory every time and I'll see what I can do. How squishy Blood DK is compared to Prot Warrior? I have not played Prot Warrior, I have no idea. Typically a lot squishier, but the thing is they have, you know, a much different mitigation kit. If I would like to submit a run, where do I do it? Just anywhere is fine, like whatever. Email me or DM me on Discord. Just whatever, yeah, it doesn't matter. this like weird position where we're like getting like one mob at a time that's wrong. But as long as we have Purgatory, we're alright.
Beware.
You know, there's a lack of healers when I get instant invited on Mistweaver. I don't really think there is, honestly.
Say the things!
Ouch! Okay, okay. Run away, little girl. Gather around for a show of unbridled ferocity. Coming to you from parts unknown, a mysterious, a dangerous.
Those guys. A lot of easy deaths.
Beware.
Smelly. Run away, little girl.
3,
And entering the ring we
1.
have the amazing,
Definitely a lack of healers and low keys. Oh, really?
Run away, little girl. Really? Is it greased-up pig? I'm beginning
That's because everybody re-rolled the Holy Pally and then jumped up like 3 average key level from whatever they were playing. Same reason there's a lack of Ogvokers and low keys, because they're all on higher keys.
Beware. 2, 1.
I've seen like 5 videos during the week on my front page of YouTube of healers quitting season 2. Oh, really? Healing sucks right now as well. Not fun to play anyway. Oh, really? I really think Holy Pally is. I mean, if you guys aren't having fun with what you're playing, maybe try Holy Pally. It's built really well for 5 mins. We got the pig already.
Look at that! They caught a pig. Maybe we should move on to a more threatening challenge from the
Oh,
sewers.
that's really bad.
Comes a Tortorian brick who makes it his run away, little girl.
That's just what the start of a pull looks like, though, honestly.
He is the dynamo.
Without Rune Weapon, this is like the hardest pull in here.
Legend of Shell Shock. The Hellion in a half shell. Ludwig.
Beware.
Run away, little girl. Run away, little girl.
3, 2,
Oh my!
1. Beware.
People on low keys take all avoidable damage in their face. I don't know. Is it easy to heal? No, it's definitely harder to heal as a lower key, yeah. No, that's probably the run right there. Oh, what? The mob reset? Oh, sweet.
Run away, little girl.
3, 2, 1.
I really want to try Tangy next season. We'll give it a try. Let me know how it goes. If you have any questions, let me know.
Run away, little girl.
We gotta go.
3, 2, 1.
Chopsticks, what's up? Hope you're doing well. I'm alright. Been better, that's for sure. Yeah, definitely a good idea to start now. I agree with that.
3, 2, 1.
I've been having a ton of fun on my Brewmaster this season. Oh, cool. I think Blood DK isn't as bad as I thought. It's not S tier, but it seems like 24 to 26 keys are doable. Oh, absolutely. There's people doing higher than that.
3, 2, 1.
Well, I have every healer right now, so Pally, Druid, and Monk is all options. Sweet. I believe those DKs doing 28s and 9s, probably.
2, 1.
Haven't looked in a while, but I would imagine so. Oh my god, man, what are we doing? Boy.
Ludwig goes down! What a fight! These smelly buccaneers are resilient, and they better be, because their next challenger is the epitome of brutality! A champion that sleeps with the fishes! Literally! The Freehold
You're so close to those shells.
master of the jagged jawbone jab! The powerful, pugilist predator! Trothac the shark puncher!
Tank balance isn't as bad as I thought. Oh, I know. Actually, you're probably right. Other than Prot Warrior, I haven't really seen anybody suggest the big outliers. It's certainly not as bad as like the DPS balance. But that's kind of developed a new a new line of thinking there.
Run away, little girl.
3, 2, 1.
The timer is going to be close. Nah, we won't be upgrading this. Too many mistakes now on my part. I find Prot Warrior is pretty weak. I get huge spikes in 15, so yeah. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say Prot Warrior is just not really tuned very well right now. But yeah, the situation with Ignore, or whatever it's called, Spell Reflect is really useful. They need to rework healers in general so that each healer has the same number of buttons and cooldowns as Holy Pally. Do they? Holy Pally's always had a lot of CDs compared to other healers. So I don't really think they're going to do that, but I do agree that Daybreak was not, like, they should not have added that to the game. Did most keys on 19 to 20 on my warrior that got to like 420 and never had any problems. Well, yeah, I don't expect to have many problems in 19s and 20s, but still compared to other tanks, you'd probably be. We're just, don't forget, we're just like comparing them against each other, not that they can't do content. You know what Daybreak is now? Yeah, well, we played Paladin for like 2 days there. I don't know if you didn't see it, but Prot Warriors aren't that bad. I mean, this week they're doing 28s. Nah, yeah, they're not that bad. It's just, again, comparing them against other tanks. Is what we're doing right now. Sky Tie, what's up, buddy? Welcome. A lot of healers have similar numbers of cooldowns. Holy Pally just have more efficient cooldowns. Oh, yeah. You need to bridge the gap between other healers and make the best spec instead of nerfing one. Yeah, unfortunately, to do what that, like, that's how they should do it, obviously, but in order to do that, it takes a lot of time because they have to constantly, like, tune each one, you know, incrementally. It's not something they can just do in 1 week. Or nerfing a single spec that's clearly overperforming, that's easy. And if they could live in that 30 for the Great Push, surely they can survive most keys. Yeah, no doubt. Pug 20 is like a pre-made 25. I don't think I would take it that far, but definitely adds some difficulty, obviously. I really wait when we get solo Raider IO score. Mythic Plus solo. I would love to try that. That'd be fun. I just hope Season 3 won't be an issue for other healer specs. Oh, yeah. Why would you play anything else, though, when the meta is so much better? Because it's fun, yeah. Enjoyment. Alright, I think, like, the only chance we have of even... Nah, it doesn't matter. It's not in time anyway, but... Fuck it, let's just be stupid here. Oh god. Alright. Well, that's it for us. Farewell, friends. I don't even know what that was. I'm waiting for them to just buff underperforming specs instead of nerfing overperforming. That's why I said, like, that's really hard to do because of how long it takes. It's not something they can just do 1 week and be done. Holy didn't just so suited to spot healing. Right, that's the bigger thing about Holy Pally right now, is regardless of its tuning, it's actually really, really, really well made for 5-mans right now. Same thing with Shadow Priest. That's the same reason Shadow Priest was so good all season. First key today, yeah. Probably easier to tune the dungeon down. Oh, they're definitely not gonna do that. 3 painful motivations went off. Well, that's what's supposed to happen, yeah. It's not realistic to think they can buff anything else instead of nerfing 1 spec. It's not. It's just not time. Like, it's not realistic because of how long it would take to buff every other spec in the game to the right level. It's very obvious that 1 spec is overperforming, so you just tune that 1 spec down, and then the median becomes a lot closer. But if you want every spec to be at the exact same level that Holy Pally's at, it's not going to be an easy task. Because a lot of why Holy Pally is so strong isn't even because of their tuning. So it would take weeks of iteration to get all of them to the same level, and that's just not going to happen. Do any specs other than AUG have a stronger in 5-man content thing? Is that how it would work? I'm not sure what you mean. They've nerfed the best specs over and over. God comp just brings too much. The top key comps didn't change a bit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly. We're on the same page. Anyway, can't you skip those packs in there? Well, maybe, but I didn't think about trying to do that. AUG Evoker is the biggest issue and should not provide defensive benefit to the group. I agree. Yep. That pull with the horse after the bridge is so hard. Yeah, that was not... I didn't want to do that. I just only did it because I thought maybe we'd have a chance if we did do the pack, but I don't think there was any way to upgrade that key from there. This season specifically has felt horrible for being a non-meta DPS and trying to pug. Yeah, I'm sure. But unfortunately, that's going to happen every season, so you got to just get used to doing your own keys and trying to make some contacts. It's just that the meta is smaller now, so it's like more likely that you're non-meta than it used to be. To be honest with Afflicted, that pull is awful. Yeah, it was just never gonna work. I didn't think I'd get fucking straight up one shot like that though. So this is now week 4 again. Let's be sure of that because it feels like it's been longer than 4 weeks, but no, it is. Why do you pug? I don't know. I guess I don't really know the answer, honestly. There are 12 keys that have 1 DPS and note for Ogvoker. I have been crushing it on my F tier Unholy this week. Hey, Geg, what's up, buddy? Got my key up to 22. Sweet, man. Yeah, Unholy's not the best for keys right now, but it's still good enough. Death Coil heals Afflicted, but is it really worth it? Oh god, no. Holy fuck. Death Coil's on Fortified week when you got a death sentence there. Unless you're doing it on bosses, I guess, but I don't know. Oh, that's the wrong sheet. They need to change the whole Ogvoker. It's unfair that it's the only spec that can be support. I don't know if it's unfair, but it's certainly imbalanced. I want to try Frost DK. It looks cool. I play better with Pug sometimes. Yeah, sometimes it can be liberating to just Pug because you don't... Yeah, pure anxiety. That's what I was just about to describe. You don't feel like you need to be consistently on with the same people you're playing with every week. If you're death coiling and afflicted, something has gone terribly wrong. Yeah, especially on fortified trash. Like, you're gonna just die to doing that. This is the first time in a while that DK hasn't been top tier. No, it's been like this for a while now. Season 3 and 4 of Shadowlands, it was top, but other than that, it was terrible all of Shadowlands and the end of BFA, and all of Dragonflight so far. It's insane that the average Pug key level for EU is higher than NA. Are they really that much better? It was definitely, they're definitely just, like, they have more time. I think on average, more players can play for longer on EU than on US. There isn't that, like, crippling pressure of having a job and working towards getting as much money as humanly possible in EU culture. I was doing 21 under route with a friend and Pugs, and this tank pulled too much. My friend, I call him out on pulling too much, and then he pulls slowly. He lets my friend tank, who is the priest, and then leaves. That's one to record. I don't think DK has been top tier besides those 2 Shadowlands seasons and back in Legion. Yeah, pretty much. Well, WoD as well, but that was before Mythic Plus. I really wish they didn't add AUG in the 0.5 patch. I also wish they didn't, but I think they needed to do it now because then it won't be super bad for next season. I'm from EU and I can confirm I play almost my entire work shift because I work from home and I work 20 minutes a day. Yeah, there you go. I play EU and in my country we get money for doing nothing. You can be jobless and live in a house and have food every day. Honestly, sounds awesome. I would like that. My favorite way of doing Mythic Plus is hopping into a key with one friend and I sit in Discord and you get the chill pre-made experience without the pure anxiety of being in 5 players. That's a good way to put it, yeah. Imagine if they release it on a world first race. That was definitely the best time to bring it out. Yeah, definitely. Unholy was S tier in the reaping season. Oh, you're talking about DPS, yeah. The worst thing about AUG is they went full on support instead of a normal DPS with few supporting buffs that aren't buffing by a lot. Yep. Yo, glad streams are back. Chips, yeah. I'm not sure when. This might be the last stream for a while, so get it while it's good. What else? The worst thing about AUG is AUG. Yeah, August has been a terrible month here too, honestly. Tons of rain and not very nice weather. Do you ever feel burned out with WoW, and how do you try and deal with that? No, not really. I play the game like so differently than most players that I think like the number one thing besides like mental stuff that I've done for gameplay burnout is to just not do the same content. I remember Unholy being insane in the last season of BFA. Nurse team ran 2 in the MDI and cleared a 19 at all in like 9 minutes. Oh yeah. I tried Frost on an 18. It's not really for me. Like Frost with Crash, always with little sustain and defensives. I found it to be just burst damage and squishy, but I get a lot of Frost players complained, and I wish they buffed Unholy again. Yeah, it's just I wish they buffed Unholy. Hey, Jerem back, what's up, buddy? Welcome. I feel like AUG will eventually be fine, and when there are more support specs and they flush it out to a full roll, maybe. How much coffee do you drink? 0. They just buffed Unholy Tuesday. Oh yeah, I guess so. Sort of. Not a very big buff, I don't think, but.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Unholy is very strong. It's single target, so it's hard to buff its AoE right now. Well, they did do that, so. I want to see a Tinker class. Yeah, it could maybe be another support, yeah.
My father's ancient lair. There is still power within these rocks that should not be disturbed.
Did they fix the bug that lets you jump down early? No. I will die on my hill of shaman support. I don't think I don't think they're going to be adding new specs to classes that have been in the game for 20 years, right? Maybe, though. You never know. I wish Blizzard would spread out group-wide buffs and stop leaving some specs completely dry. Well, I think the bigger issue there is that, like, they didn't even have group-wide buffs for a while, and then they're slowly adding them back, so... It's possible that Hunter might get one back, but it's unlikely to be anything that would actually be useful, right? Like, there's only so many different buffs you can have where they don't start overlapping again. That was the big issue in MoP. It was like every class had a buff and they were all the exact same.
These Grogbar have been tapping into abilities they should not possess. No doubt it has something to do with the latent power still lingering within these rocks.
I don't think they'll be adding new support for a while. I don't think so either, but maybe if they add a new class, they will. If Mage gets the support before Shaman, I do not think they will add a new spec to a class that's been in the game for 20 years. That's just not going to happen. They would be more likely to just add another class, and that would also have a support or something. We probably won't see a new class for another expansion. I would agree, yeah, but you never know. Like now, people have been asking for this Tinker nonsense for years, but now it actually makes a lot more sense if you can make it into an actual support. Is Og really that bad? It's just different, and it's caused a lot of imbalance because of that. I think it would make sense for Monk to get a support. Oh yeah. Yeah, I guess, especially since they have like each one has like a like the Crane and then the Tiger and then Nizao. Who's the fourth? August Celestial. Oh, I guess, no. Mistweaver has two, don't they? Yeah. They have the Crane and Yulon. Oh well. I'd love to get some classes where everybody can access. No, Night Elf or Blood Elf. Oh, really? You can make the Crane support, I guess, but then you'd be taking stuff away from spec that already existed, so I don't think they would do that. Is Augurevoker hard to play? No, opposite. It's like super easy to play, and that's why it's causing disruption in the meta. Demon Hunter needs a third? Yeah, that if there was going to be a new spec, it would be Demon Hunter, but again, I don't really feel like a support Demon Hunter makes a lot of sense, so... Druid have 4 specs, why can't other classes? You're not understanding what the 4th spec is though. Like, for entirety of existence of Druid, it was just 3 specs, and when they made specs more specific, they started to realize that like having Feral DPS and Feral Tank be the exact same spec was a very bad idea for the gameplay. So there's basically always been 4 specs. It's just they never had it to need to be that way until recently. Hey, Size, what's up, buddy? Support Demon Hunter is just so edgy they make everyone else want to do better. Yeah, that'd be cool. You buff your DPS in the main DPS. Oh, he's talking about that shit. I hate that people that want survival to either be a tank or a support class. Yeah. I think for as little chance as there is to add a new spec to it, like Shaman, for example, I think there's 0 chance that they change a current spec. That would be ridiculous. Does DK need a rework? No. As Blood, what's your favorite healer to pug with? Resto Shaman? I mean, Survival would be a tank spec. It would be a great tank spec name, but they missed their chance on that years ago. I mean, to be fair, they kind of did make it a tank. If you look at the classic talent tree, it's like almost... It's got like a ton of actual survival things. But it's more like a survivalist, not like a... nothing else. I've been running a Survival Hunter alt, and the name is a meme. Gotcha. I mean survival, and it is indeed. I mean survival, and it is indeed a meme. Gotcha. They said they weren't going to change a spec, but we're open to adding specs. So really, especially with how much work they put into survival the last couple expansions. Yeah, no doubt. Christina, welcome. Rogues can get a bard. Oh yeah. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I think the class fantasy of survival is cool, and they've done a decent job with it. Yeah. What?
If you're not fighting, you're not eating.
Double break around fort. Yeah, it's easy. This dungeon's trash is very easy. We fucked up everything we possibly could 2 weeks ago, and we easily upgraded this key. I literally like couldn't have done it worse, and we still easily upgraded it. Just blood DK things. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I was doing some world content, and I legit thought the Furbolg mod grind was significantly too short. Oh, really? Yeah, what is that? I never actually messed with that. Big wall for this dungeon for me is either the first or last boss. Yeah, the last boss has been tough for us recently. Just unlock a current white Furbolg toy that kind of like that Tool's Rog of transformation on classic. Oh, okay. I don't know what that is, but. It's insane how most keys I go into low 15s are disbanded. Okay, that fear really fucked us. After the first boss, it's really disheartening as a new player. Yeah, no doubt. The community is the worst part of this game anymore. It's really sad.
3, 2, 1.
It's hard to learn too if that's gonna happen that frequently, you know? All the nice people went to Classic. Nah, it's just pugging in general. It's always been like that.
Beware. 3, 2, 1.
I tried Blood DK as my alt tank. Get it. Classic is really toxic. Yeah, Classic is way worse. Especially because, like, if you look at, like, actual difficult... Like, it's one thing for there to be some toxicity because the content's difficult and people get frustrated and unable to control their emotions. But when you're talking about Classic, the content's not actually difficult, so there's no real excuse for it, you know what I mean? It's just a bunch of children, basically. Started to gear a bear. Had a healer last night that didn't know how to take care of the decursive fix. I showed him how, and he got mad and left. What the hell? What does that mean? You showed him how.
Beware.
Sure, with that. Time 20 Neltharis, Feral Survival, PI, I mean Shadow Priest. Oops. That's not good. I don't know why. Sometimes I get knocked over that and sometimes I don't. We'll just disadvance it.
2, 1. Beware.
Me and the Feral did 140k, Shadow Priest at 100k, and the guy never used PI. Oh well. Metro, do you track Vamp Blood strength? No. Oh god, man, what is going on right now? I'm really doing some dumb shit today. That's what happens when you don't stream for a while. I wish I had recording of the 20 Freehold. A bear tank didn't use Iron Fur once, died like twice before the first boss, and left. Yeah, you gotta record those runs, because we just published one yesterday where somebody thought the same thing, and honestly, they kind of just made a fool out of himself by saying it. I think it's probably too little information on your part. A lot of times. Or just overly critical of things that don't really matter.
2, 1. Beware.
The healer literally didn't know how to heal / to curse the spirits. I was the only one dealing with them. Oh yeah.
2.
Wait, why would you have to leave bear? Is that I thought you can do curse from bear form now? I think it used to be that way and they removed it actually. You either have people that don't want to learn or people that are extremely thankful if you explain things or tell them these neat little tricks. Yeah, the problem is it's like likely to... If they're thankful, it's cool, but it's likely to cause a disband if they're not thankful. Whereas if they are thankful, it doesn't really help them. Doesn't really help the key that you're in currently. Alright, anyway, let's hopefully the boss will go well. We'll probably we're not gonna have bless though. Neat little tricks like use basic mitigation. My point of that comment was like if that guy's able to do a 20 without doing that, like do you not think you're missing something? Or do you like I don't like what do you think he just like every single run he's been carried or something like that?
I want you to see
3, 2, 1.
Go ahead and run. It will change now.
He wasn't able to do 20, his highest was a 17, so how did he get into the key?
Go ahead and run. It will change nothing.
Have you thought about changing your DK's race? Yeah, a little bit. I mean, why would somebody invite him if, like, anyway, it's all good. Make sure you guys are recording your runs. It'll make these conversations a lot more logical.
You will never wield the power of Khazgarad.
3, 2, 1.
Could have a high IO main like in that other video, yeah. I'm told that spec is the best. Invite. Yeah. It also shows you can do up to 17 with bear just spamming raise. Yep, that's my point. The game doesn't do a very good job of punishing players, so it's hard to then be critical of them as a player when you also have probably been unpunished for things that you've done wrong along the way. I let my sub run out, getting back to my WoW from your stream. Sweet man, glad to see you.
High Mountain will be your tomb.
Fair HP bar probably looked like Blood DK. Yeah, that's funny.
So this is what it feels like to break.
I just did a Halls run with a tank getting 116% count. We were over by 30 seconds. That's always funny when you see somebody just pull when we're already at 100% count. It's rare, but it does happen.
If they complete this summoning, our passage to Darkroom will be blocked. She comes. Naraxis will feast on your bones.
Where is that mob?
Beware.
And that's it right there. Metamorphosis not stopped, so that is that. Thanks for stopping by. He pulled at the start like we were gonna skip a lot of dragons, but never did. Oh yeah. Hey, James, what's up, buddy? Welcome.
Beware.
Why stop cast when you can push buttons instead? Yeah, that's a good question. People are going left at the start of halls to avoid those 3 balls regardless. That's not necessarily why they're doing it, but they are pretty bad, yeah. I personally don't like much of anything in this dungeon. Shame, because it's one of my favorite areas in the game. Oh, really? Have you seen the leak of the alleged new race? Oh, no. I have not seen anything in the last week.
2, 1.
I wonder if Blizzard will ever make a good worm boss. Nope.
Wait, no! Ah!
If I was on the WoW dev team, I would leak so much info. Why you don't like having a job? Not having a career? Because not only would you not have a job, but you'd be blacklisted from the industry and probably sued. They would never find out. Oh, I think they would. The thing about actual employees leaking shit directly is a lot of these guys only know certain things because they worked on them. Like, the entire development team doesn't know every single thing that's happening at every given moment, right? So if you leak something that only your team is working on and you do it consistently, it's gonna get found out and you're going down big time. You don't like having a house? They're gonna take that too. If I was in the government, I'd instantly break every secrecy protocol. Oh yeah, like which ones? They have an entire division that investigates leaks, do they? What the hell? Never heard of that before. Companies have so many ways to track who leaks stuff, I bet, yeah. I'm of the opinion that a lot of these leaks that end up being right are like controlled, like tests, like they are released by Blizzard people, like with, you know, they call it a leak, but it's really not. Hi, what's up? Welcome.
Run away, little girl! Run away!
I think leaking stuff is bad. I also wish nothing would ever leak so we could all enjoy the same thing at the same time as it happens. Right, I feel you on that. I also wish nothing would ever leak so plumbers just don't have a job anymore. Then, actually, that's probably a bad thing, but either way, plumbers kind of weird. I would hide all my classified document at my golf course. Oh, that'd be a nice choice. Honestly, leaks are great publicity. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think they're like controlled leaks. I work in cybersecurity, and there are really interesting ways to prevent leaks by say taking a picture of the screen with your phone. What the hell is that, Joe? A friend of mine got fired from Riot a long time ago because they leaked some unreleased skins. Oh wow. If you're looking at confidential info, they have the watermarks of who's looking at the image.
3, 2, 1.
What if the picture is too grainy to see the watermark? I don't know. You could snap a picture of it and use that to leak. Gotcha. Could have fixed it this week. Nice. Is it? The Shadow Priest has kind of low DPS for an AUG, no? I don't know. Haven't really been paying attention, honestly. Yeah, damage does seem very low in this key. Power keys, same as always, yeah.
There is no more time. We must strike a dark rule now.
Didn't Shadow Priest get nerfed? They did. Yeah, they definitely got nerfed pretty hard. Unsure if this is the result of it or if this is just not a great player.
The Tauren believed you were prophesied.
2 keys in a row with Warlocks though, so maybe that means something. Will you interact with the ping system at all? I can't see why I would. No. Ping in other games are like usually spam. Like I don't want there to be a ping system in this game, and I'm gonna probably have to find a way to mute it because it's gonna get really annoying if it makes noise. Durand, what's up, buddy? Welcome.
2, 1.
Hope Shadow Priest hits the bottom of the DPS charts. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but. You can disable seeing the pings. Oh, cool. I'll probably do that then. Then you will have a legitimate reason to be the group leader if only the leader can ping. Oh, is that how it works? Only the leader? Not sure about that.
Rip them apart!
Yo, Metro, you seem kind of down. Hope you're well. Yeah. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. I'm not sure raids would be interesting if everyone could ping. Well, I'm sure everyone can ping. There's just a limit on it. Usually they put like a limit on how often you can do it.
And I am sure you will not fail High Mountain in this final hour. Rip them apart!
I thought people would be like mind controlling these guys. Is that not common? I think it will be like in groups. Anyone and marks on a mob. You can put marks on a mob, but in raid you need to be assist or raid leader. Yeah, maybe. Finally got Mark of Dargold this week. It's 437 eye level, but good enough. Sweet. Yeah, I've not gotten it. Hopefully we'll get it right now, but might not even finish it at this rate. You know, with the patch coming out September 5th, I bet we will know what Season 3 instances will be soon. Yeah, maybe. I thought locks were supposed to be tanky. I don't know. I don't know what that guy's talking about. Little Scorpion, you must not like your healer much. Triple Scorpion. Why, you skipped that? I didn't even know you could skip that. I don't really give a fuck about the healer, honestly, though. They are when they are prepared for and have CDs up. Warlock being tanky, yeah. Out K Ripper, what's up, buddy? Glad to see you, man. Should skip at least the first one. Oh, really? I've never even considered it. Uh, 228 people watching and only 23 likes. I appreciate you always championing that. You can skip with Night Elf Racial or something. I definitely won't be doing that. But yeah, it doesn't look like there'll be any chance to upgrade this.
Before I let you take my hammer, the mountain will gnaw on your bones.
Thanks for sub, a jam chop. True Metro healers are the worst. The Paladin, should it not be doing more damage as a healer? Yeah, this guy's damage has been really bad all key as well. Okay. Killed Mishigrashiak last night after spending the last 4 days card swapping and gearing for my unholy DK. Oh, sweet man. How do you like it?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware. Cascarole flows through me.
Unholy is incredibly nerdy. What the hell does that mean?
The mountain will gnaw on your bones. Run away, little girl. I am the shaper and forger of this world.
Healers are the whiniest group in this game. Healers in one of my discords yesterday were going on and on about how they don't want to heal tanks. Yeah, actually I had somebody just comment that on one of the videos today as well. Basically saying that they refuse to play with any tank who needs extra healing than they should. It's like, you probably want to stop pugging then, buddy. There's so much little tech you can do to amp DPS by a significant amount during CD windows. Oh, I see.
2, 1.
I like Unholy. You're a warlock that wears plate. Oh yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
Three, two, one.
The mountain will gnaw on your bones.
We have another landslide first, I think.
I am the shaper and forger of this world. The mountain will gnaw on your bones.
Going from playing red to Unholy is an adjustment, I can imagine, yeah.
3, 2, 1.
4, 3, 2, 1.
The mountain will gnaw on your bones.
I'll be testing healing to see if it's as hard as healers say. Yeah, well, we did a bunch of keys last week as Holy Pally, and it was actually surprisingly easy to heal as Holy Pally. I'm sure the other healers are in a lot worse state based on what I've seen, but it does seem like Holy Pally is fucking joke mode. Really like the way you're tanking this boss as a Blood DK. That's sweet. I'm not very good at it myself, to be honest, so. You pretty much have to do that, though, because that ad is really dangerous if you don't let it hit the wall immediately. I just missed with my D&D suite. To be fair, healers are probably whiny because they are one of the groups that takes the most abuse. I don't really feel like that's true anymore. Used to be true. That's like an old thing from like the old days. It doesn't really happen anymore. Hey Metro, how much have you enjoyed the Dragonflight expansion? Definitely the best expansion to date.
With Darkroll dead and the hammer reclaimed, the Drogbar
Easy at low keys. Paladin?
begins the long task.
I did a 20. I did like multiple 20s.
But balance has returned.
Nels 23. Was it only 23? I don't even know.
The Mad King Darkroll is broken, and High Mountain
Pretty sure it was 24, but make it a tank if you look at the class. Yeah, 24. Anyway, I feel like people appreciate how hard healing is this season and don't hate on healers. Yep, no doubt.
More peaceful circumstances.
Well, at least we finished a key, so we'll have a vault. I'm at my key is 23 Nels, trying to get to 3K. Sweet man, good luck. I didn't get that much rage when learning healer. Yeah, no. Generally, hating anything is pretty bad, right? Yeah, it's just stupid. 120k sacker. Anyway, you can always pick out the flavor of the month Holy Pally since they do 20k DPS as a healer. Right, that's what I was saying. I wanted to reply to, but like, you talking about yourself? Because you kind of really AFK most of those pulls. Not being meta is hard living. Oh, really? Tanks have had it hard every season. Shows how the environment forms the mentality. Yep, I totally agree. All right. My brew is High Mountain Torin. Thanks for saving my people, Metro. Hey, no problem, buddy. Gotta help out a fellow pal. How to improve as tank? Most I can do as prop pally is 19 or 20 over time. What makes you think that? Like, are you sure it's you and not just the rest of the group? I applied for 13 hours yesterday. I only got 2 invites. Why don't you just do your own key? 13 hours. What kind of world you living in? You play a game for 13 hours straight? That's crazy. Maybe you need another hobby. Anyway, let's see what else we got. Hopefully one of these keys will invite us. Metro, a man of the bovine. Yep. What was the AUG predicted damage? I don't know. I don't have that enabled. I tried turning it on and it seemed useless. What the hell? Why is the thing so blurry? It's blurry down there too. What the hell? Maybe I'm afraid to go for higher keys. Yeah, it's like almost like I would say like 0% chance that you can't do a 21 if you can do a 20 or whatever you said 19 but not 20. Like there's nothing changes that severely. What dungeons are most difficult for Blood DK? Pretty much just Freehold, I would say. That's the hard one. The rest are all similar. Although there's some times in Brackenhide that I'm really in danger, but for the most part, it's just Freehold. Go back to Nax, I guess. Still got some things to do out there. How is Blood DK's dodge chance baseline? Low. I don't think you really get dodge. I have some as a night elf, I think. What do you get? 3% baseline or something? And then I have a little bit as a night elf or something. It says I have 5% dodge, but a dodge of 0 adds 0, so I don't know. Pretty sure a night elf gets a little bit. Yeah, 2%. So yeah, 3% baseline and then 2% because night elf. Good morning, Grips. What's up, buddy? Welcome. Are you trying for the title? No, I'm not going to be getting the title one way or the other. There's a clip of Nawal last week walking into a pack, just dying, then deleting his Death Knight. What the hell? That's weird. As Brew, if I talent into something, I get 24% baseline, and it's a choice between a big defensive CD. Right, but Brew's supposed to have dodge, right? You don't get parry instead. Death Knight gets parry. Agi tanks get dodge. Most high Brew keyers are running the extra 10% dodge. Oh, cool. Dollar on ambience. Oh, yeah, that's good. Nawal has deleted his Death Knight 20 times in his streaming career. That's unfortunate. That's where he started too, right? I think Blood DK has many playstyles based on secondary stats. No, I don't think so. I don't think it changes much. Just about tweaking what you're good at. Doesn't really change playstyle. Can't parry without weapons. Monk or Druid never parries. Yep. This is a good week to rep grind if you want to get your dragon scale colors. Why? But I don't either way, but I don't know why. I do think in melee heavy dungeons like Freehold, crit is very good. Yeah, probably. Bonus 50% from world quests. Oh, really? Yeah, I missed my chance with that Diablo event, but I don't really care on it. Don't really have any interest in it. Alright, let's get back to the military quarter. The world content of Dragonflight has not captivated me in any way. I think partially because they just put 0 actual power incentives in it, which just makes me not even want to learn about it. So I just never, like, I just don't know anything about it, and it doesn't interest me. Typically, it's like Korthia I didn't enjoy, but I still knew everything about it. You know what I mean? Dragonflight, I'm like, I don't even know how you get rep with some of these things. I have these, like, items in my bag that I guess I do something with. I have no idea. I feel that way about the time rifts. That content is bad, but the rewards are insanely good. Like, the transmog is fucking amazing. I've been trying to... It's just... The way they handle it is bad. Like, I can't like be setting alarms to go do these things. Like, I don't know why they did it like that. I used to play crit with Bloody K, so I also can play Frost when I was bored of tanking. Oh, cool. Yeah, I don't know. Mastery is so powerful right now. I don't know how I would take crit over Mastery. Like, I don't know if you guys have not seen that, but Mastery is really strong, so... Dragonflight making me miss that AP grind. Oh, really? Crit Mastery? Oh, but crit... What, enchanting for crit, though, or...? It's actually all very lightweight, but not very ingenuitive. I finished all the world content, and listen, there's nothing like Korthia going into rifts and then transporting Zoval's nuts across the world. Yeah, you remember that? You remember Rusty? Oh my god, that was so funny. Does the mastery shield from multiple death strike stack? Oh yeah. How much haste do you have? Let's see. 12% right now out of combat. Let's see when I get bone shield up. 23% with bone shield. Is haste and mastery the go-to? I'm doing verse and mastery right now. What are you doing at the moment? Trying to get more stuff for the next transmogs? Got a lot of scraps from us coming back in here. Hopefully they'll sell. I'm literally in a rift in Korthia, Laugh Maffeo. That comment caught me off guard. Yeah, it's just kind of like a famously talked about thing over the last 5 years. Oh, so on 20 keys you go verse mastery. On all keys, yeah. That's just what I did. You can do whatever you want, but that's just what I chose.
There is only one way out. To walk the lonely path of the damned.
Well, another full group. I probably won't kill this boss again. My stat balance is way different. I'm at 30% crit and mastery. Nice. And you're not having any issues surviving. 10% verse. How much do I have? I have 30% verse. I kind of want my bear to go mastery verse, but I need the verse for surviving. The thing about verse is, like what we were just talking about with walking into a pack and getting one shot, that should happen way less with high verse, right? Blood DK stats are very close defensively and offensively as long as you have enough mastery. Gotcha. How much is enough? Would be cool if they bring back the Blood, Frost, and Holy stances. That would be cool. I just don't know what their purpose would be at this point. What would they do? Maybe like a three-pronged buff system. Blood DK or blood presence increases everybody's health by a small %. Frost increases everybody's attack speed by a %, and Unholy increases everybody's ability to switch to a better spec, I guess. I don't know. What would that one do? Kyrasis is the guy to listen to on stats, not the class Discord. Kyrasis is definitely a very intelligent, and he's not only knows what he's talking about, but he knows how to explain it very well too. Do that, but make them party-wide cooldowns? Cooldowns. Well, that wouldn't be a presence, but... Bro, I've always said this. Blood Presence, Diva Aura, Unholy is Chaos Brand, and Frost is Mystic Touch. That'd be cool, yeah. I've seen the number of 70 to 75% being thrown around for Mastery. I only have 66%. I don't understand. Yeah. If you need more than this, then you're not really going to be able to get any other stats. Which team do you think that guy is meeting with, like Real Madrid or something? Is that still a team? Priest is playing WoW instead of working? Yep. Having stances similar like that would be good. Yeah, it'd be good to have like a versatility in their utility kit, right? Like you can bring depending on the different situations. And I feel like that's part of the original DK aesthetic. Like there was a reason that Blood Presences were in the game because Death Knight was meant to mirror Paladin. So probably with his manager to have it explain that while his IO is impressive, he still needs to work on his completed percentage. DK already does have a lot of utility though. Yeah, no, we're talking about class buffs. Yeah, like earlier in the stream we were talking about basically like how some classes just don't have a class buff, and that creates like a bit of an imbalance in the comps. I wish DK had an undead steed spell to mirror the divine paladin steed. Oh yeah, like instead of Wraithwalk, yeah. Just did a quick look at the top DK. Seems they value verse way less than you. Most have 17 to 20%. Gotcha. I just value it because I don't like getting a one shot in the middle of reading a comment.
We'll drive them out. Not before
What?
we've had our
What the fuck? Alright, see you guys later.
I do hope they stay alive long enough for me to introduce myself.
A lot of those guys probably aren't looking at another screen 50% of the key they're in. So it makes it a little bit easier to not need that protection.
I've heard about enough of your sniveling. Shut your flying threat before I shut it for you.
Hey Nick, what's up, buddy? I got raid, sweet man. Glad to see you. Always nice to see you, buddy. Hope you're having a good day. I am not, but I appreciate you saying that. Hey, Cop, also, what's up, buddy? Streaming really does add a whole extra layer of difficulty to running already challenging content, yeah. Wait, chat doesn't just go up the left side of your screen? I wish. Well, actually, that wouldn't really help. Why'd they kick you? They didn't. They just disbanded the group when the priest left for some reason. Some of the top DKs might play DPS in raids too. Oh yeah. If Blizzard devs decide to work on a big movement CD for DK like Heroic Leap, what would you like to have? I don't think they should have one. That would be weird for Death Knight to suddenly gain a big movement speed thing like that. Wraithwalk and Death's Advance are perfect. That kind of thing where it has like utility that's not also just movement. I think that's really perfect. Like Wraithwalk can break roots, and Death's Advance can prevent knockbacks and prevents the maximum slow, right? Like those are what they should have. Death Knight's like this inexorable, always move forward, but not really that fast. You know what I mean? I think that's the right choice. Yeah, DK's movement style is actually really appealing because it's got a lot of inherent benefits that other specs don't have, like Death's Advance especially. Reverse Death Grip, that is something that I thought they might do at some point, but they never did it. Similar thing to a lock gate. Yeah, maybe like you can put down your portal or whatever this thing's called, Death Gate. Do you think Rune Tap is worth to use? I've never used it, so. Remember to separate the horsemen or you'll wipe the raid. Oh, it's at this point, it's joke mode. Do you just one-shot everything? It's the unstoppable juggernaut. So real. Oh, it matches so well. I see. It matches so well the DK lore. Yep, that's what I'm saying. Like it wouldn't be a Death Knight if they had Heroic Leap. It'd be a whole different class. Even like Death Knight similar things in other games would not be recognizable. Just chilling, wanted to hang out with my homies. Sweet, yeah. Yo, by the way, guys, Cop is trying to raise enough money to fix his computer. His computer is completely fried. An ostrich actually laid an egg in it, and it ruined all the parts. Which don't fucking ask. But anyway, yeah. So he's trying to raise enough money, but he has a very limited amount of income. So he's only, I think it's what, like you only need like $400. So if anybody wants to, let me get you that link. If anybody's trying to hook him up, I'm sure you'll be very appreciative. He's the most appreciative guy I've ever met, after all. GoFundMe. Link has been posted in chat, but I don't think he needs a ton. Just needs to get over the hump there. Yeah, oh wait, forget it. No, you need a lot more than that. But anyway, either way, if anybody wants to throw a couple squids at him or whatever they say. Thanks for the shout out. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's 700 CAD, but it's only like $500 US. Yeah. What did you just say? Someone's chicken laid and broke someone's computer? Yeah. Don't ask. Don't ask. But whatever. You know, things break for all different reasons. So all good. Sometimes you got weird mishaps. DK and plate rolling forward would just be silly. Yep, I agree. But yeah, Cop, I hope if Cop does return, maybe he'll be interested in doing some tanking again. If you guys never saw, I think it's the best series I've ever made on the channel. I teach Cop to tank, who has like not only never really tanked before, but he's got like extreme tank anxiety. I think it's like a really good like educational series, but also just like kind of like a feel-good series where you see somebody kind of overcome their fear in real time and just become a lot better. Undead Steed would be cool because Blizzard was originally toying around with having DKs be a mounted class, and I think DK in Warcraft was always mounted. Yeah, you're right, actually. It was in Warcraft 3. There was no DK without a mount. And that's why Invincible became such an important character in WoW, because that was meant to be Arthas' specific mount. It was lots of fun and very cathartic learning to tank. As I'd like to say, if I can do it, anyone can. Would you be interested in doing it again if we can get back everything back together? I think it'd be really good to take it back, especially, you know, Dragonflight, a very different experience with the talents and everything. We actually need Halls of Infusion. Originally, Death Knight and Warcraft lore were orc souls impaled into human... Well, that's a different Death Knight altogether. We're talking about Warcraft 3 and onward. Cop, if the community pushes together and gets you a new PC, you have to provide some form of short format video on how your machine got destroyed by Yokeli. Has Cop not played Dragonflight? Oh no, he has. He's just not tanked during it, to my knowledge. Absolutely, depends on when I get back, but it's something I would like to get back to at some point, even if my first love will always be walking the winds. Yeah, good, good, good. We got to get you on a death knight. I think that'd be more... You probably have more fun with it too, honestly, because DK is so much more fun than it used to be for you. It's pretty funny. The guy who said like he refuses to babysit tanks as a healer while pugging, somebody replied, "High key, don't understand not babysitting tanks. You need the tank to do anything, so babysitting a tank is your job as a healer." It's a good way to put it, actually. Imagine having 35 deaths in a 12. I was doing a 12 underrot and we had 2 players doing 27k after 35 deaths and multiple wipes to second boss because millions of ticks. I said, I don't know that we can do this. And Locke with 28k DPS said, yeah, it's too hard of a week. Do you please have recorded that? Please tell me you're going to send it to me. Please. It's not coming, is it? Oh, no. You don't have it recorded, no. Cop on Blood DK, Metro, and Windwalker. I think the better format was me like coaching him while not being in the key, but I really enjoyed doing that. Was actually like really fun. I really enjoyed doing that. I do have a DK on Dalaran, but I wouldn't mind leveling up my Tauren DK on Fire Tree. Sweet. Yeah, whatever you want, man. The Turning Tide. That's a good one. Still, well, we just are not getting this Death Knight set. I don't even really want it, but it's weird that I don't have any pieces of it. Well, that's it for next. I don't think... actually, I never cleared the outer ring of trash. I guess we can go do that. It would be good if I can get back a couple weeks before Season 3, so I'd be back up to speed and could hit keys from the ground up. That'd be a good idea, yeah. Sorry, no recording, but I'm going to record low keys now. Yeah, man, that'd be great. Make sure you record your keys. Og here, can I hop on a key with you? Well, I'm not really, like, I'm only pugging myself, so if you have, like, what key do you have? If it's 24, I'll do it with you, otherwise won't be able to. Is today going well for you? I mean, it's going as normal. Nothing really good or bad about it at this point.
I got what you need.
As expected is the way I've been saying it.
Be good.
Wait, let's clear out the trash, I guess. We'll see what's still there. Actually, I don't even know. Probably nothing, right? Because now that we've had the dungeon reset, all the trash is gone, I'd imagine. The military wings trash is probably still there, but that's enough. We don't need to sit in here all day. What DPS would you play, Metro? I never would play. In Keys, I would never play DPS. If I was somehow forced to it, I would just stop playing. Tanking Mythic Plus is too fun, regardless of Blood Decay, and then Blood Decay itself is like 10 times more fun, so. But I do like DPS specs for like world content and leveling challenges and stuff, just not really in 5-mans and stuff. I would never find the role fun, I don't think. Alright. We're in a key now, at least.
You would ask something of me? There is a universal justice.
What a weird comp. Actually, not that weird, considering it's a warrior from Azralan. Funny how I'm the complete opposite. I only play melee. Gotcha. Time rips up. Oh, yeah. I don't think I'll have time to do that and then get over the key, but... Is it even possible, though? Because once it starts, you pretty much have to be in there already, don't you? Tank just has so much more control over the success or failure of a key. You're right about that, no doubt. Especially in the lower key levels, but... The number one thing I like about it is... Not even... The number one thing I like about it is how, like, engaging it is, you know? Like, live or die. As Blood Decay, it's so crucial. No, you can just go and do the boss, really.
I can aid you. Defend our timeline against our enemies.
I thought, like, the boss dies and then it's dead. Like, is that not how it works? I don't even know what's going on. Oh, it's like they're not there yet. I thought
Fight anything that does not belong in our world.
it's about to end, and that's what's now we're waiting for.
We've arrived in a time when the Lich King and his armies succeeded in scourging the world. Life stands no chance in this Azeroth. Only death and undeath trouble this time way. Move quickly. Our own Azeroth is counting on us.
Is there just nobody in here? How do we do it?
Here is the source of our trouble.
Takes a second. Oh, it's the Lich King. What the fuck?
Causality.
Remorseless winner.
Strike it down.
Move out of that quick, 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 quick. Defile? That's really bad. Oh, he's got 14 million health. It's gonna take forever. What the hell? Why am I alone in here? Is that normal? One slip and Blood Decay can easily die, so it keeps you from losing focus. I think they changed it. I had to solo one. Oh, this is gonna take forever. I'm not gonna make these guys wait for that. Is it because you're in a party? Oh, maybe. Shadow mode just doesn't work. What, you're not allowed to die? This boss is so fun. Because Lich King kills so many people. Oh, really? Since people just sit on it and it keeps growing. That's funny. Alright, all good. We don't need it. There's really not that much transmog I even want from it, but it would be cool to have them all. Maybe by the time this key's over, the next one will be getting started. Got the TBC mod going. Who? Good amount of mounts too. Yeah, I'm not really a mount guy, but you're definitely right. How many mounts do you own? Like 12? Let's take a look. More than I always think. Yeah, 391 apparently. Don't even know where I've gotten most of them, honestly. Just from not trying. That's probably my favorite one that I own, though. Oh, what the fuck is that from? Oh, is that from the collector's edition of something? Oh, it's from BlizzCon, maybe? I don't even know. Yeah, I'm definitely not going for him. Like, I don't even... Mount, drop, and raid. I'm like, I'll just get this last. I don't even want it. I've been wanting to use that, I keep forgetting now. What is it called? What are the ICC dragons? Because I really want to use that as the mount now with this transmog.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's actually pretty good too. I don't even... Frost Brood, yeah. Unless you're running with a Warlock that interrupts Jaina, then he gets them out. he gets them out last. That's funny.
Beware. Run away, little girl.
That's really funny. Frostworm, yeah. Probably.
Who's stealing our meat?
Love the DK mount from the Legion storyline as it changes. No, that's why I wear it all the time, because that's like the best mount in the game, I think, for any Death Knight. But I really like the Frost coloration. I can't use that as a Blood, obviously. But yeah, I think the Frost, the worm thing looks like it would make sense anyway because of the coloration of the set, but also because it's like, you know, ICC kind of similar to Nax Team and all that. So I think we'll use that. I just gotta remember. Where are you taking here? The only time it's actually a pain in the ass. I'm just gonna aggro all that shit, yeah.
Beware.
It's just the same trash we're normally fighting anyway, so it's not really an issue. Oh, what purgatory there? Maybe not. I guess these hyenas do a lot of damage or something. This dungeon is definitely like potentially very difficult, but we'll see.
2, 1.
Hey Gary, what's up, buddy? Welcome. Long time no see. How you been? I've been good. Just started playing again 4 days ago. Got my shaman up to 2700. Sweet. Let me know if you have any questions or anything. How long have you been away from the game? You don't know how this hyena keeps not aggroing. I didn't play all during season 1. Oh wow. I think we talked about why, but I don't remember. You were part of the experimental Mars colony, is that right? You went to Mars or whatever? Is that you? I can't remember. Got my Holy Pally to 2700, decided to try out Enhance. It's fun, and I love the level of disruption they have. Enhance is a really cool looking spec too. I feel like it's amazing looking.
3, 2, 1.
Gary was the UFO's Congress they were talking about. Maybe, yeah. You never know, I guess.
Three, two,
Oh god, I have absolutely nothing for this pack. I'm probably dead here.
Beware.
Alright.
Beware.
Kind of overused my CDs there.
Metro, what do you think is the best healer for Mythic Plus?
For Mythic Plus?
Blood Death
Blood
Knight.
Death Knight. Thank you. TSN Highlight, who must have changed your name or something, but thank you for returning to the Blood Pool. Purple drop, so you've been here before. I just don't recognize the name, but I appreciate it nonetheless.
Beware.
How's it going? Luis, what's up, buddy? Welcome. That's me. Not sure why that name popped up. Oh, wait, really? What the- That's weird. Is that... You must have that as your, like, main account or whatever, right? Like, your other account's linked to that one? I think that's why. You can only sub on accounts that are, like, not brand accounts or whatever.
Three, two, 1. Three, two, 1. Three, two, 1.
3.5 million abilities there. To Azeroth TV. Funny. What is the member thing besides sub? The member thing besides sub? It's just like a Twitch sub, yeah. You donate a little bit of money monthly and you get a special badge and some stuff like that. And the longer you have the badge, the cooler it looks, in my opinion. So when's MetroCon? 11 deaths already, yep. Warrior is constantly below you in DPS. Oh yeah.
Run away, little girl.
3, 2, 1.
400k HPS, yeah. That's a pretty hard pull. But I had everything up, and we didn't even pop Purgatory, so. Disc seems to be struggling, at least this disc. Well, he is a viewer, so. Maybe he'll give his side of things.
2, 1.
He does no damage when Avatar is up, though. He does do damage when Avatar is up, yeah, I bet. That's just like a buff, right? Straight up 25% more damage or something. Indeed, the longer you support, the better the blood drop looks. Oh yeah, you switched to your other account. That blue is looking good. I said Duke Blue looking good. No hate or anything, just an observation. Oh, I'll do all the hating for you, bro. I fucking hate that class. Lol. No, I'm just kidding. Alright. Yep, Lust is up.
What you waiting for? Bring us meat thieves. I take stolen meat from your mouths.
Whoa, bro. What?
Water. Before me, butcher and slice.
Nothing. Oh, okay. Careful with throwing the word bro out there, man. You're gonna get some hate. Might not hate Warrior, but you don't prefer playing with them for sure. Oh, no, definitely not. Very bad pick for Mythic Plus right now. I really like doing the big pack next to the boss before the last few cages. People tend to blow CDs on that pack. Oh yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Enjoy watching jumping tanks. Sweet. They lack so many things and their damage is kind of underwhelming. Their damage is alright. It's not bad. Like, they're probably one of the better damage dealers, but it's just not good enough. Like, they'd have to be the best, you know? I do hope Warriors get better. I love playing arms. Oh yeah. How do you find it compared to Fury? Like, what's the difference? I mean, you are a Death Knight. You should let the hate flow. If any class in spec was going to be a Star Wars S Sith Lord, it would be Blood DK. Yeah, maybe. Well, I think Ellie Shaman kind of has it more, right? I love playing with arms. Yeah. Considering they lack stuff to handle the fixes, they should be the #1 damage dealer. Yep, that's the big issue. They have such a lack. If you play with the feet, it's hard. Well, depending on what you're doing with them, I guess. Actually, no. For a lot of people, when you play with feet, it is hard. Yep. I mean, no other class can make me think of Star Wars more than Ellie Shaman. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Or it's really just because of the lightning. They can never balance Fury like that. It would mess up raid too much. Yeah, you're right.
2, 1.
Honestly, it just fills that tactician roleplay with lots of procs. Fury always felt a little boring. I totally agree. Yeah, I was really shocked at how boring Fury was when I did a leveling challenge on it. Yeah, maybe Bloodlust for Warrior would be a good start.
2, 1.
We've been talking about that, you know, Rallying Cry is something that doesn't really get a lot of use, but it is like a thematically interesting concept, so they can just do more with the cries, the rallying, or whatever, the shouts or whatever, you know? Storm Build Enhance makes you feel like Palpatine. Oh, cool. What? I didn't move out of that, I guess. Well, there goes Purgatory. Rally plus Bloodlust, same time with Smack. Fury only feels boring if you go all meta and use 2 weapons. Maybe that's what that dude in BFA was doing. I don't think Warrior will ever get Bloodlust because Blues say they don't want tanks to have it. Oh, yeah, I guess that's a good point then if that's their stance on it. I didn't know they said that. Well, they're damnable fools then. We should get it. Trying to get this guy killed before we go on, but taking a while. We don't need any chance of multi-tank meta. Oh well, that's not gonna happen. Having Bloodlust is not gonna make them meta all of a sudden. More than 2. Yeah. Just really needed Purgatory for that pull. Make the DPS Warrior's talent into Bloodlust? It could be a Fury Warrior thing, maybe, yeah. I don't think that helps the situation, though. That just makes arms worse. The new talent trees would make it easy for Bloodlust to be in the arms and Fury. Could be, yeah. Nearly 600k HPS and then dies. Yeah, I needed Purgatory there. That was like... That pack without it is really hard. They could give them back banners. Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, they have a lot of reasons to have utility. They just don't have it. So it's like, unfortunately, you got to get past that if you want to get this balance of utility better, but I don't know if Blizzard actually does. Mans is lay on handsing every second he falls over dead. Huh? Oh, you're talking about my character, yeah. And hands wouldn't come anywhere close to that HPS. Yeah, banners, because they used to have Skull Banner, and that was a really unique utility. It's also hard being a warrior when red is just as strong. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly what we're talking about. Compared to every other DPS in the game, they have nothing. They had Skull Banner and Dragonflight Beta, but people complained. Oh, really? I didn't actually know that. What did they complain about? I don't know. Talking about healing tanks, have you encountered any tanks that don't heal themselves? What do you mean? Probably the same thing they complained about that got totems removed. Oh yeah, man. Fire totem being removed was so sad. That's a much different situation. I can't see how they would be the same thing.
Three, two, one.
Beware.
They were complaining it's on a 3-minute CD and doesn't line up with Warrior CDs, so it got removed. Huh. Okay. Well, sorry, Warriors, but the people who play you are really dumb and just got probably the best chance of them having a good utility combo removed, it sounds like. Well, I guess not just happening, but that happened a while ago.
Beware.
Paladin tanks that straight up rather die than use Word of Glory. I haven't really played healer much at all. It was a brief foray, only like 9 hours total. Afternoon, Caliban, what's up, buddy? Did you see the Wowhead article about an arcane forge? I saw it, but I don't know what it is. Do you?
Two, one.
I was hoping you'd try Prop Alley. Me? I already tried it. I can't really play it. It's just too active, too spammy for me, and my hands just hurt too much.
Three, two, one.
Beware.
Prop Alley from earlier just did another 20 overtime, 3-4 minutes. Is it me or the group damage? I mean, best way to answer that question is for you to record your run and send it over. Find a 20 that does not go well, but it is a good representation of what you think you're doing well. And I will do a review on it for you and we'll get to the bottom of it.
Beware.
Oh yeah, good chance if you're reliably not upgrading 20s and there's not like 40 deaths, it's probably something that you're doing wrong with the route or something. I just don't know how because there's really not that many different route options out there nowadays. That's a pretty decent looking transmog. I don't know what that shoulder is, but the weapons look great. You kind of have 11 minutes. Oh yeah, we're not upgrading this obviously. I never die. 35 DPS deaths. Alright, well either way, yeah, get some footage of it and we'll talk.
Two, one.
That's the Orc Heritage. Oh, okay. Yeah, I never got that. I need to get it. That and the human, I just never did it. Definitely want to do the Night Elf one. When that's in. What just happened there? The lore from the questline? I've heard, yeah, it brings like all the orc tribes back together. Felt inspired by your Blood UK gameplay, and I've started to level my own for next season. Ah, sweet, let me know how it goes. Human Heritage quest was so good. Yeah, I like both of them seem really good. They're like the original races of the universe, you know, so they had to do a good job with that. Don't worry, I'm here. I wasn't. You misheard. Still need to do the human heritage one? Yeah, me too. On my to-do list for when I get things back. Sweet. I think humans are boring, so I never play as human in any fantasy game that allows me to play anything else. I feel yeah, I could see why you're saying that, but human really is the best race in WoW. It's crazy. It's got the best animation. Transmog looks the best on it. It has insanely good lore. Like, yeah, it's really the main character of the story. It's pretty nuts. I learned a really cool fact that kind of blew my mind. What is Moose's natural predator? I have no idea. Tigers? I only play human personally. I look like my mage. Oh, sweet. Heritage Questline has been some of my favorites. Really wish they do class quest too. Orca whale? Wait, what? How's that possible? Something that doesn't live on land is a predator of something that only lives on land. Nothing else messes with the moose. Killer whale. They kill them in Alaska when they swim between islands. Oh, that's bizarre. I had no idea about that. Makes sense. A lot of moose in the ice flows. I had no idea. Okay, that makes sense. I guess I don't know anything about moose in the first place, too.
So easy when prey come to me.
As a Canadian, I say people on the highway are moose's natural predator. Oh god, hit a moose. You're fucking lucky to be alive. Don't they weigh like a half a ton or something like that? They're like the heaviest animal for its size. It's because the antlers are like denser than any other material that comes out of a natural creature. Moose are a car's natural predator, yeah. Moose weigh close to cars, yeah, pretty much. That's what I've heard. And since they're all legs, they fall right on the driver, yeah. Hitting a moose destroys a car, no shit. Cars that hit moose get smushed. Oh, okay. The moose probably fucking lives. It's like, what the hell was that? Alright, let's keep moving. I didn't tell you guys probably about when I hit a deer recently, but I was driving up this windy road to go to the golf course, and there was a deer like on the corner of the road. And I slowed down thinking like, alright, it's not going to be dumb enough to come into the road while I'm driving on it. And it does exactly that. It starts like sprinting across the road as I'm trying to speed up and go around it. So I go into the left lane to avoid it, and it just runs right into my car. Like straight up. I'm parallel to it at this point. Like it just bounces off my car. It's like I hit a deer, but not in the way you most commonly associate hitting a deer. Like the deer basically hit me, I guess is what I should have said. I looked up a moose hit car and holy. Yeah, you need a priest afterwards, I bet. You got T-boned by a deer. Yeah, it's weird, right? The deer just had enough of being a deer. Oh, he didn't even die. Like, it just bounced off my car and ran away. That's what I'm saying. Like, it was really, really, really weird. Terrible instincts on that animal.
Beware.
We have a dent in our one car from a camel kicking it at a drive-through zoo. Holy shit. Again, I'm getting killed by that. Damn. So you should have gotten out of the car and punched a deer. Then you could have said, the deer hit me, so I hit him back. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, when you talk to the insurance people, the animal always hits you and not the other way around. Oh, really? Well, I didn't need insurance anyway because it didn't do anything to the car, but I just thought it was really weird. I think I might have like clipped its foot or something like that though, because the car kind of bounced a little bit, but the animal was fine. It just walked away. Deer can't be dodged, blocked, or parried. Oh, okay. Tragic. Probably very, whatever, like, what do you say? Traumatic. Very traumatic for the deer, but other than that, it's fine.
Beware.
I was gonna... Deer has dancing room up and passive. Maybe. The deer had high shield block uptime, you know, unlike that guy from the other key. I think Alliance leadership is stupid. Alliance has 13,000-year-old Night Elf leaders, 25,000-year-old Space Go who can see future, Dwarven Council, 9,000 IQ gnome, and many more, but they let a 14-year-old boy be leader because he's human. That's why humans are so interesting. No, that's stupid. Well, I mean, in the lore, from maybe, I don't know. I think that makes them interesting. They're clearly the leaders of the Alliance among races that have far more going for them. This was closer than I thought it was going to be. 21 deaths. Not great.
Beware.
Why would they want space goats that can see the future? I wouldn't want that. I will still believe my ship will be proven to be correct at the end. Silduin forever, and it will make humans much more interesting. Oh, okay. But yeah, like I think my love for a human race is like from Classic because like Stormwind was like, man, they had so many unique quests coming out of Stormwind lore. The whole missing diplomat questline, that's one of my favorites ever in the game. Prester and Logosh thing? Yeah, no. Pretty much took a while for them to get through it, but the Mason and Defy storyline, yep. Another good situation there. It's really the same storyline. It's all because of Onyxia, which is really unique. Legend of Stalvin? Yeah, that's true. Not necessarily human lore, but pretty cool. Similar, I suppose. Shitters! I gotta go do Duskwood again, man. Fuck. Best zone in the game in Classic, I would say. Best story, like zone for actual story. I like the Barons and Stranglethorn better for actual gameplay, but the best questing exists in Duskwood. Especially once we figured out that I had no idea that quest ever existed. The Scythe of Elune quest, I did not know that was in the game until Season of Mastery launched. How crazy is that? I had played Classic when it was out, Classic when it was on private servers for years, and then original 2019 Classic, and never learned about the Scythe of Elune questline until 2021 or whatever Season of Mastery came out. That wasn't even, that was like last year. I don't even think it was that long. Actually, no, it was 2021, wasn't it? Such good stuff. Yeah, it was really good. Well, if we didn't have all of these easy deaths, it would have been an upgrade. But my death really was the bigger issue, I think. That Purgatory loss was really bad. Alright.
I will not lose more. The rot will come for you, and I.
Is it too late to switch
Your
movements?
withered bones, your home,
I think it is.
everything.
Oh, yeah, it must be. I don't know what that is, because that is not a blood DK trinket. Your abilities have a low chance to summon a null ally to assist you during combat. They may deal physical damage to your target and stun it, poisoning your target for 75,000 damage. What the hell is that trinket? Is that a trinket? I've never even heard of that trinket before. Losing 105 seconds to death is rough, yeah. I've been running low keys with multiple alts, and it's definitely so much more fire mages and holy pallies. Oh yeah. $50K from the priest though. Okay, mage, warrior, evoker again. That long list of evokers. Alright, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. Then we'll be back with more. Halls, that's one we actually need. Welcome back, thanks. Yeah, I do think the more I think about it, like, I think this will probably be the last stream on this character. Maybe the whole season. We'll see how long the season actually lasts, but I think from now on I will start a new Death Knight, a fresh Death Knight, and see how far we can get it. Maybe get to 3K on it if we put a lot of time in, but it'll probably never really get caught up on gear. I don't want to spend too much gold on this season. So we'll see. I'm not exactly sure when I'm going to stream again, but whenever I do, it will be that, I think. No streaming tomorrow? I don't know. At this point, I really don't. We'll see. Could be, could be not. I just can't predict it at this point. Sorry to hear about Joe. Totally understandable though, given the lack of keys on finders. Well, it's not. That has nothing to do with it. That's not. I was just thinking, like, I would like to. Yeah, well, maybe you're talking about me switching off this character. If so, then yeah, that's definitely understandable because this is just a complete waste of time. Sit here, do keys I don't even need, and never see a key I do need the whole day. You know, it's just not really worth it. Cop has a goal for new computer based on a parts list or pre-built somewhere. I don't know what that number is based on, but I'm sure he's looked at it. I'm in a similar boat. Oh yeah. That's not why I don't know if I can stream much. It's just whenever I do stream, I would like to have consistent content throughout the entire stream and not be sat in Nax for 3 hours out of the whole stream. Not interested in this season at all? Oh, okay. Sorry to hear that. You come to the wrong place then. But yeah, depending on what happens over the next few weeks, I was even considering maybe doing a little classic. I think it might be a good idea to do something that's low stress in this very stressful time in my life right now. So we'll see. I don't exactly know what the future holds, but I maybe even do that instead. Do you play an instrument? I used to play keyboards. I haven't touched a keyboard in fucking years. A piano, you know? I haven't touched one in a very long time, but that and singing used to be my thing. Was in a band for a long time when I was in high school, like early years of my life. I've done a bunch of research on what I will need to have a stable streaming rig, looking to get it pre-built, most likely through Dell. Oh, Dell. Well, good luck to you. I would definitely recommend, what the hell is it called? iBuyPower. That's where I got my computer from, and I'm really satisfied with it. Your singing voice is actually very good. Thanks, I appreciate that. One of my 3 great passions, singing. What kind of music did your band play? Kind of like rock, I guess. Maybe like a little punkish. Kind of like, maybe like, yeah, punk rock. I don't know. A lot of Red Hot Chili Peppers. If you like puzzles, building your own will save you 20 to 30. Yeah, Cop's not, I don't think he's gonna do that because he's got some physical setbacks, I believe it. Probably the fairest way to put it. I have iBuyPower as another option. Hard to tell if their prices are Canadian or USD. I see, okay, yeah, maybe it's a problem. Why aren't you running your own key? I don't need it. I was trying to do a different 24 to re-roll it, but I guess we can just like do it and just say fuck it and just do whatever it is, but was hoping that somehow we'd get some score. Those 2 keys I need, so hopefully we can get in. If it's like the Killers, I'd enjoy the tunes. Oh, I honestly only ever heard about them through you. People still picky after the nerfs? Maybe. No, it was out of time. You have to upgrade it to re-roll it. Do you enjoy any activities outside of Mythic Plus? It's 95% of what I do in WoW. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Mythic Plus is like one of like 3 things I find great passion in WoW. I really like leveling and like leveling challenges and stuff like that, like world content that's dynamic and interesting. And then I also really like collection, like transmog collection especially is the #1 thing I like. The title cutoff is closing in on 3,400, damn. Do you like metal? Yeah, I liked Metallica a lot when I was growing up. Not really much past that though, to be honest. My favorite music, like my top 5 bands would be the Mars Volta is #1 by a mile, but that's not music you could sing and record and all that, you know. So after that it'd be Led Zeppelin #2, #3 Red Hot Chili Peppers, #4 I'd say System of a Down, and then probably #5 Metallica. Have you done a key yet? Oh yeah, we did 3. What is your class on this game? Blood Death Knight, as the title says. But maybe you don't know what that is. Do not do any of the story mode. Story mode? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean, sorry. Did you hear about System of a Down singer claiming he is the band after leaving and refusing to let the best of the band perform with a different singer? No, I didn't hear that. You might be thinking of Pink Floyd or something. That's... System of a Down hasn't like been together for such a long time, but they recently got back together because of the something going on in their home country. Like the missions or the campaigns? I don't understand why you're asking that, sorry. Yeah, I'm not really sure why you're asking that. I'll look at all that stuff. Has a window update reduced WoW FPS for you? No. What's the key? I really just don't even want to do Neltharian's Lair, man. It's just not really that fun of a dungeon to tank. Even though I really wanted the trinket on it, it's just kind of too late now anyway, so... I must have typed it like a bot and it blocked my point. My post. What was it? I'm missing 46 points to Keystone Hero. Sweet, man. Keep working. Surge did a song for the Buckethead and Friends album with a female vocalist and it was amazing. Oh, cool. Yeah, Surge is really unique talent. Have you ever played DPS? No. Why only Blood DK? It's 10 times more fun than anything else in the game, in my opinion. Don't give up on the Hunter Dream. I like Hunter. Hunter's a really good leveling challenge or like world content spec or class. Marksman Hunter is probably my favorite. Like if there was actual like Torghast like content again, I'd probably play Hunter a lot more. You don't need 24 Uldaman? No, the only 24s I need are Freehold and Halls. Do you know Green Day? Not personally. Killers have a new album as of last year called Pressure Machine. Good vibes and good feelings. I'd recommend it to anyone. Yeah, you're like a hyper fan of them, right? Like, yeah. That's cool. I never really listened to any of their music, but... Oh, is that the link to the song? Can't listen to it now, obviously, but...
I have many lucky dues.
Do you raid his blood? I don't raid. What was your summation of Resto Druid? Garbage. No big. You might not even like it. I'll check it out at some point, but hate to do with somebody welcome. Comparing Resto Druid now to Holy Pally, especially. Like, if you asked me that question last week, I would have had a different answer for you. But yeah, compared to Holy Pally, it's fucking useless. Don't play that spec. It's so bad compared to Holy Pally, it's insane. You better love it if you want to play it. I'm quite frustrated trying to push higher keys and pugs. People are too stupid. I think I'm going to play some alts. Yeah, that's a good way to not burn out. That's definitely what we're going to do. I don't know when, like, the actual classic thing launches. Like, is it late in the day or what? Like, I don't know. Just got to figure that out, and then we'll have some more answers. If I do have a lot of availability to stream soon, I will definitely be playing just a fresh Death Knight. I think it'll be fun to start from scratch and try to build up a whole new character. Not only are we not really making any progress in score, we're also not making any progress on gear or anything. Like, it's the whole game is just stopped at this point. It's like hardcore WoW or whatever, yeah. It's the only spec that can turn into an actual tree though, so checkmate. Yeah, pretty cool if you like getting caught on fire. It's not necessarily something I have any interest in, which, you know, I've talked a lot about never wanting to play it and not playing it, but it is still, you know, like, I'm not gonna level the character to play a 60 anyway, and it's something that's like super low stress to just chill and stream and hopefully hang out. So we might try it depending on when it comes. But I don't think it's going to come out till like late Thursday, so I won't be able to stream it at best until Friday of next week. Not really sure what the reason for the patch is coming Thursday night for Classic is. WoW story needs more burning of trees. They did it for the world first thingy. I don't see the point. Especially for like leveling stuff, I don't really get it. But I do enjoy Classic, and I've been wanting to kind of try this anyway, to just do grinding only and see how far I can get before it kills me. What are the weekly fixes? Afflicted Raging.
The Nokud Centaur attacked Clan Shikar's lands while our backs were turned. Help us
But at the
strike
same time, I
back
think I'd rather just
and
fucking
their
stream
vile
a new Death
primalist
Knight.
allies.
I don't know. Can't make any decisions in this state right now. So we'll see. What are next week's? Sanguine Volcanic, so that's a good week. Maybe we should give it one more try next week, but I don't know. Does classic stuff release the same day globally? No. Like, you mean like the servers don't reset Thursday? That's just when they're launching it. They're doing basically like a global release for something that doesn't need one. Keys been rough or something? There's just no keys, yeah. It's 3 hours in and this is only going to be our 4th key entered. So probably doing instead of this character, if we continue to do Mythic Plus, we will do a brand new Death Knight and see how high we can get it. But I was also debating just doing some classic next week. We'll see. I'd give the classic stream a try. Yeah, I would like to just see if it catches the algorithm, you know, like if it's good for the channel. I don't really have any interest in doing it, but it would be like mildly interesting and it would maybe potentially bring a lot of views in, so we'll see. And the big thing is just be like super low stress. Like as much as I like doing Mythic Plus on stream, it's like pretty stressful for 4 or 5 hours straight. Whereas leveling is like literally I can sit here for like 10 hours and never have to worry about it. And the other thing is I can start whenever I want. Like I don't have to sit here and wait till 11 o'clock because if you start at fucking 10, there's just actually 0 keys listed. And even today at 11, there was so few keys, so. Yeah. Anyway. On our way to Olderman. And I definitely won't be here next Tuesday, one way or the other. That's like guaranteed because I have to travel to Philly. And then just trying to figure out life right now, so hopefully everything will be back to normal. Isn't Hardcore Classic coming out August 24th? Yep. Next. Oh, wait. Is it 2 more weeks? Is that what you're saying? It's 2 more weeks. I thought it was next week. Personally, I don't see myself watching Classic. Game is just too boring. Gotcha. Yeah, it is pretty boring. To watch, I don't see myself watching it either, frankly. But it's just not... Anyway, it's all good. We'll figure it out when it happens. As a brew monk, it's really hard to get any keys. I'm starting to feel like DPS, so I ended up almost always running my own keys. Sweet, yeah, that's a good solution. I like the hardcore highlights on YouTube, but I don't know if I could sit through a stream of leveling. Fair enough, yeah. I get confused too, not gonna lie, time flies by fast. What do you mean? If you are streaming it, I am watching it. Sweet. Yeah, we'll see. Is it 2 more weeks? It's not next Thursday. I thought it was next Thursday. It's the following week, I guess, huh? If so, then we have plenty of time to figure everything out by then. I'm slowly getting back into MMO games right now. Oh, sweet. Okay, yeah, so it's not for 2 more weeks. Okay. I could have swore it was next Thursday. I don't know why. Well, that's good. We have plenty of time to figure things out by then.
reclaim our legacy, we aspects must restore the powers we relinquish to defeat Deathwing.
Oh, I've forgotten all about this
Within the
new
depths
route
of
that we've been doing here.
Ulthuan lies a vault that holds a disc of Keeper Tyr's memories.
Run away, little girl!
Find that disc and bring it back to me. It may contain the knowledge we need to regain our strength.
I love Ulthuan. It's such a fun dungeon. Oh yeah, this one's definitely pretty tough to tank right now, but I don't even remember the route, honestly. I'm pretty sure this pull we want to take all the way, right? Maybe we'll just do this because it's going to be pretty dangerous on fortified. This was mostly a tyrannical thing. It's tough, but I like the challenge as a tank. Yeah, I feel you. The dude doing the great push. Cop said Uldu is the hardest dungeon. Oh, really? Yeah, it's probably really limited, right? Because of how few things you can actually do in it. I'm running 23s. That's quite different to the great push, no doubt. I don't think he was replying to you. He was just talking something interesting that was said. Yeah, still the same comp and no real differences here. Looking powerful.
Beware. 3, 2, 1. Beware.
But UK damage is like insanely good right now. Oh, really? I wouldn't I don't know about that, but yeah, they got a lot of buffs, I guess, so it better be at this point.
3, 2, 1.
They finally stopped buffing them, so maybe that's finally good. They need buffs for Prot now, did they? I think they got buffs, didn't they? Just not like Blood DK, where it was every single week. Prot probably was like one of the highest damage dealers forever, so I don't know what's changed, but... How's it been so far? Heron will come back. As expected.
Beware.
Several upgrades in. No. I don't think we've even been in a key that I need for score today. Alright, we've got the count.
Beware.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
3, 2, 1.
Now is the time for the ad to die so we can get the buff.
Beware.
That is the worst part of doing this. Really hard to see the actual mechanic. On our way. This part's gonna be tough, but That'll probably be the end of the difficulty.
Nice work! That frog has been a real pest.
We know how to open the door, but that ugly rockhead here's marvelous mustache. Another locked door.
Leave this to me.
Three, two,
My head. Well, Mistress Lunkhead got the door open. You better go on while Olaf recovers.
three, two, one.
Buy too many of these. I got 7 of 8 20s last week. This is the only one left I need. Oh yeah. Can't solo with Incorporeal. Yeah, that one's tough. Makes it tough to solo it.
Three, two, one.
These mobs are brutal. I just need to kite them properly, which I wasn't. I'm still not doing. Just take them into the boss, I guess, like everybody else. I just dead again though. Yeah, I'm just not into it today, honestly.
Three, two, one.
Definitely the most punishing trash in the game, though. Not really sure what they were going for with this mob.
Three, two, one.
It can be stunned, I'm aware, yeah. Sadly, I have but the one.
Three, two, one.
I'm done. This is not going well. These mobs are taking forever to die too, it feels like.
Beware.
We usually don't send them, just slow them and kite, right?
I will protect the Keeper's secrets for all of time.
Three, two, one.
Are they not getting slowed? I don't know. It's just not a fun mob type, and I'm not having fun as it is. So. Anyway, that's that. I'm gonna get off, guys. I'm having a lot of trouble IRL, and I'm just not able to really enjoy right now. So I'm gonna try my best to stream and play more, but I don't really know what the future holds right now. So yeah, we'll see. I'll keep updates in the Discord. I do have some videos and stuff to make. Still no problem doing that, but in terms of streaming, it's tough right now. So but yeah, I think next stream will definitely be we're gonna start a new DK. I think that'll be a lot more fun as well. So yeah, we'll be back, and see you guys soon. Okay, man, thanks for sticking through it.